He was a black man.
He was what?
A black man.
He was a black man.
He was a leader too.
What do you learn about Malcolm X?
That he's a good citizen. He tried to make us go back to Africa. He tried to make all the black people go back to Africa. Are you what? Oh, you a lie, that's what. Answer some questions now. Can't make me do nothing. Hey, now he was good to the black people. Y'all don't know what to say.
Cut it.
Cut it. Jerry!
Okay, go.
I like to celebrate Malcolm X Day because I think that it should be a official holiday, and it is.
Right up.
Well, put me on camera.
What you gonna say?
I'm gonna say a lot of things.
Say it then.
I'm here.
I said, and
Don't monopolize.
my name is Sweeksy, and what happened to the picture? Oh, and here's a picture.
You wanted to say something about Malcolm X.
Can you dig this?
Read the books. Go ahead. Say it just like that.
Like I said, I just got like it said that you know he had this main Pacific man as this white man, you know, that like all that you know Malcolm X had learned, you know, talked about, well, like that's what he had told him, see, and it was only that one man that he can tell, see, and you know it carried on and on and on about it. All right, so you know it's all right. Like
Is that too loud? So why are you out here today at the Malcolm X Festival?
I think it's very nice that we could come out and participate on the program, you know. Nice for the kids and also back in Hunters Point.
Did you ever see Malcolm when he was alive? Malcolm X?
No, I never did because, see, I was down in my hometown in New Orleans, Louisiana. This is a place time I had been up here about 3 years ago.
In your life, Malcolm X?
I think he did, yeah.
What kind of impact did he make?
Well, I think that, you know, what else to say, made things much better through life that we should have for the kids and to come.
I know this young lady's shy.
I don't know much about it.
Everybody's shy.
But I think he was a great man.
What's that? Can you say that again?
I think he was a great man.
What about you? Why did you come out to the Malcolm X Festival today?
Because I believe in him, and I think he was a great man. I believe in a lot of things that he believed in.
Such as?
Well, a lot of point of views that he shared. I share the same ones.
How about you?
I'm very bashful. Please don't ask me to say it. But I like Malcolm X. I read his autobiography. It was pretty hip.
There you go. See, you weren't bashful at all.
Oh, don't take an ugly one of me, Bob.
Everybody's gonna get in now, huh?
Hey, got this. She's trying to sneak in. Oh, the rain coming. Hey, Ricka! Oh, you taking me? Cool.
Hey, man, With those people out there who have cans, bring them on up here. Our next speaker is going to be Ted Walker. And to see that this is coming down on them too. Anybody that stands up to fight for their rights, as supposedly guaranteed under the Constitution, is going to be in the sights of some rifle, a rifle union members. And if they really don't get their stuff together right now with us, yeah, there's one thing I want to say, and then we're going to close the rally. This country will never be the same. You've got those people that run this country, the ruling class, split. They don't know what to do. You got folks staying together. They're more together than we are, but they ain't as together as they used to be. And what we've got to do is take our movement, take all those campuses that we've taken over, and use them to work with that organization to build black participation against the war and against this genocide that's coming down on our heads. We want to do something instead of saying, well, those white folks ain't doing nothing for us. We want to get off their tail and start doing something for black people themselves to come over and sign up with us, and we'll try to create a viable organization that's going to make it impossible for the policemen to even appear on the street, much less with guns, but in their uniform.
Well, okay.
Okay, you ready? Yeah. Yeah, why are you here today?
Because I believe in him, you know, in some ways. I believed in what that he was trying to do.
What's he trying to do?
Well, from what I done heard, he is trying to get the black men together to make it, in a way, he's using a little bit of the Muslim, you know, method and his. Because, you know, we all gonna make it, and that's what I think. Since his death, you know, we all gonna make it. I mean, not everybody, but the ones that
Never mind. I'm just asking the Bloods out here, well, what's it all about and why are you out here today?
Yeah, well, this is Malcolm X's birthday today, and they celebrating Malcolm X Day by giving away, giving away free food, clothing, a lot of toys for the kids, and
it's not a day of mourning.
No,
it's a day of celebration.
Right.
You know, it's a day of enjoying yourself. What does Malcolm X mean to you?
Malcolm X was a great black man. He was a leader. You know, he was a very high-strung leader of the Muslim, until they assassinated him.
Well, what does his leadership in the past mean to you today as a black man? It's like an inspiration, man. It's an inspiration of he was trying to tell us. What did he tell me?
Yeah, what's Malcolm's message to you?
To get off my behind and do something. To get out and help. To help my people better ourselves. And this is what I've been trying to do. And I think this is what majority of the people here are trying to do or have done in some form, shape, or manner. This is including the Panthers.
Right.
Young men of action on the Hill. They're doing a great deal for Hunters Point.
Right.
Okay, thanks a lot. Right on.
Yeah, it is.
There we go. Can we talk about her?
What are they supposed to be doing?
I know.
Well, what brings you out here?
Knowing about Malcolm X, I assume that you didn't know him when he was alive in person. Has that changed you in any way?
I think so.
How?
Huh? Just what I said. The essence of knowing and loving unity of my people.
Okay, thanks. I was just trying to get you to be a little bit more specific, that's all.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Where's Kenny?
Just do this, Miss Judy's chair.
Wait. Hold on. Okay, wait, come on. I got it. Okay, here you go.
Right here.
Oh,
What's that button mean? Ask me about magnificence.
well, hell.
Now don't get shy now. You know.
Be on television, blood.
I don't know what it means. I just took it from somebody.
Who knows what it means? Ask me about
I do.
magnificence.
I do.
Make somebody
About a
great.
natural I do. Hey, man.
Magnificent, man. Why are you out here today?
Malcolm X, we celebrate Malcolm X.
What's that?
Came out here because everybody else was out here. See what was happening.
It was about
Malcolm X. One at a time.
We celebrate quiet here.
Why are you here today?
We celebrate Malcolm X's birthday.
Oh yeah? What does Malcolm X mean to you?
Durable, you know what you talking about.
Who was Malcolm X?
He was a Black Panther.
He was a Black Panther?
Yeah. No, he was a leader.
He was a black leader.
I know.
All right, who knows who Malcolm X was? One of our black leaders. Watch it. Y'all watch it.
Nadine, she gave me a bomb. What you
Halle, ain't funky now. Early in the morning, you know I had to get in the road. I got on a freight train, the man didn't know. funky? Ain't it funky now?
Yeah. Hey, hold it up right there. Hold it up.
Ready? Yeah. Say, what's your name, blood?
Mantabe.
And you're from Africa?
Zambia.
Zambia.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of an impact, if any, did Malcolm X have on Africa when you were there?
Well, I think Malcolm X left a very serious impact on Africa. Much more, I think, I would say, than a great many black leaders.
What kind of an impact did it leave, say, on a country like Zambia that's in southern Africa?
Well, especially to most young people, I think he represented the kind of philosophy for the black people than the kind of rhetoric that has been presented along the line by several other leaders. In other words, the kind of politics that he talked about was the experience that most Africans have had.
Could you sort of get into that concretely, you know? I mean, what was it about Malcolm that's going to make him remembered or makes an impact on him that, say, another leader doesn't have?
Well, a great man.
Okay, thank you. I want to get this sister back here who keeps putting her fist up. Where'd she go?
Hello, okay.
Tell me when you're rolling. All right, sweetie, now I'm going to start with you in the middle. Why are you here at the Malcolm X Festival? Now, don't get shy. You said you wanted to be on television.
Because,
let me talk.
Because, to celebrate.
It will be Andrew Pulley, who's the congressional candidate in the 7th District of the Socialist Workers' Party.
South of the Canadian border is victory for black people. The same type of oppression that we get in Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, we get it in San Francisco, Oakland, and Berkeley, and every other place you go. You might find a few exceptions here every once in a while. The only difference is that it's very overtly so down south, and it's very concealed up here. The other segment among the white population.
You know, we don't want nice things. We don't want no, you know, beautiful land. We are talking about the liberation of the people, and that's what we all want at this particular time. When Malcolm, you that are represented here today, that the thing that baby, we got to get at those cats. You hear me? That's your job and my job. This is why we got to get organized, brother, because any man who is not for my liberation and the liberations of all oppressed and suppressed people is definitely working to dehumanize those people. And I'm going to work as long as I live for the humanization of mankind, because I am not going to stand by and see my brothers killed in the South, whether it be in Mississippi, Alabama, or Georgia. If it means that I must go and join them, I will in fact leave today to join them. Now let me thing that might occur. Somebody said, what are you all going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We get Shabazz to be. I want everybody to know, no matter where you're listening, if it's Alioto, Governor Reagan, or Nixon, or anybody else, you can't work out my plans for me, baby.
Yeah. One thing that's very important, I give, and that will pose a vital question of who's going to run this country.
That of working with every sector of the society, women, country, to mobilize the American.
Right on, brother. Right on, brother. Power to you.
Right on.
Prime example of what could someone who is moving in a leftist direction, and he is a prime example of what could happen to someone who saw the necessity of not organizing peacefully. Peace will not get you nowhere. You can shout your slogans of peace. You can chant peace from here until eternity, but peace alone and the slogans of peace alone will not get you your freedom. What you have to begin to relate to is the necessity of armed, directed, organized violence directed against the repressive arms of the state. Is learn to shoot. The man shoots 20,000 rounds a week. He's an expert. You cannot talk about defending your lives in your communities. You cannot talk about ripping off political prisoners unless you learn how to shoot, unless you learn the art of weaponry, unless you learn the art of explosives. For those of you who are in the audience who have any expertise relating to medical teams, to medical equipment, to doctors, to nurses, to lab technicians, organize into community medical cadres. Now in New Haven, what is happening, the entire black community in New Haven is armed. The entire black community in New Haven is prepared to deal with the repressive arm of the state by any means necessary if the other New Haven 8 is sent to the electric chair. But the only way in which they are doing this is organizing themselves into the community. There are a lot of communities to relate to today, night.
As members and participants in this overall struggle of blacks and of members of the third world. But I want to just suggest something else that slightly overpowers what the brother just said. Political prisoner has so much weight. When one of us are incarcerated, it's not political prisoner, it's prisoner of war. Understand that concept. This is the difference. Prisoner of war. Meaning that we are trying to approach the entire world.
Brothers and sisters, I'm not going to stand up here and rap a long time and give you a lot of dialogue, because we've had it for days and days with dialogue. But I just want to clarify a point. When I spoke at Hastings Law School, I did it for a friend because I was at Kent and I saw what went down. But I didn't do it to close the schools, because no one knows better than I that how long we've struggled to keep our schools open. So as black people, we needed the schools rolling. I was just trying to emphasize a point. But when the mass media realized that a brother, especially a black brother, had witnessed what was getting down, they want to involve us into this bougie liberation struggle that these cats are trying to run down. So I wanted to clarify the point of why you didn't see any black brothers and sisters at Kent participating in the thing. When the National Guards were called into Kent State University, they were called from Canton, Ohio. The examiner came to my job and wanted to interview me about what went down. Did I see the cat shoot? Did I see this hair? I said, hell yeah, I saw him. He pulled his piece and he said, fire. But it wasn't strange to me, it was strange to them little white boys and girls who were running around there to hear him fire. because the Canton National Guard were the same Canton National Guard that fired on the people in Cleveland in 1967. They were the same National Guard that fired in Akron, Ohio in 1968, and Brother Hummer had ripped off some people in Cleveland, so they moved on into Cleveland and fired on the people in Cleveland. But the white students at Kent State University were not prepared for this. And when the man lowered his pieces and started shooting at them,